Hey guys, okay, let's check out this video call. It's a video that I've been meaning to react for like 2 weeks in the past, because I did this reaction called "How the Universe is Way Bigger Than You Think." I'm reacting to all the popular videos from this channel, and they make interesting videos, and they got like the most popular videos have like 50 million views, 48 million views. The previous with the universe thing, that thing is like 31 million views, and this next one is like 25 million views. That's what I'm gonna react to. Okay, and I even got like a lot of views for that. How the universe is way bigger than you think stuff. Okay, I got a lot of views, I got a lot of likes to that, so I'm gonna continue making more videos. Okay, so the next popular thing is called "These are the events that will happen before 2050. Okay, what are the events? Are you following Nostradamus and stuff? Okay, that's fine, but what are you basing these things off? And not just Nostradamus. I want more stuff to know, with proof to know what's gonna happen before 2050. And I hope nothing terrible happens, you know, and also like this. I think there's going to be a terrorism event, you know, with the Islamic religion. And I don't hate Islamic religion, but there's a growing problem in it. And even the Islamists don't, talk about it. And it's like, it's a growing problem. At some point, shit will hit the fan. And it's gonna be a mess. Okay, but let's watch it. These are the events that will happen before 2050. Terrorism, and I don't know what else. Some crazy shit. I don't know, maybe aliens visit us. I want to see when aliens will be, but I feel like once the aliens land they're going to be treated like some kind of rats or cockroaches or some crazy animals. That's how they're going to be treated. So alien visitation might never happen, because I think aliens are afraid of us. They never seen such large amount of population on this one planet called planet Earth. So they're just picking up cows and dissecting cows without blood and perfect surgery and everything, kidnapping human beings, probing them and sending back to Earth and shit like that, just to examine what the fuck kind of creatures are on planet Earth and shit. But they'll never visit us with a sense of respect. First, they don't even know our language. Even if they knew, they would not talk to us. So that shit is all fucked up. Okay, my intro is going too long, but let's just get into this. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This
okay.
Reallifelore video.
Alright, man. The subtitles are enabled for you guys. Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
This Reallifelore video is made possible by Storyblocks. Click the link in the description for an exclusive 7-day free trial and download photos, illustrations, vectors, and more for your next video or artistic project. So as most of us are probably aware, predicting the future is a very difficult business to be involved in. Unanticipated events can always change what we thought would happen, but we're still free to make our best educated guesses with the means that are available to us. With that in mind, here are the events that will most likely happen before the year 2050 for you to look forward to happening. Starting out just next year in 2018, 2 new countries may emerge in the form of New Caledonia and Bougainville in the Pacific, as they hold independence referendums from France and Papua New Guinea respectively. The FIFA World Cup will be held in Russia, and NASA will deploy the James Webb Space Telescope, which will be significantly more powerful than the Hubble Space Telescope. In 2019.
So that will give us the power to look even more than the observable universe, and we can find out more about that, and we can see what's out there beyond the observable universe, and maybe we'll find something else, like an answer to all this. And what is all this thing called space, and why is everything in there looking like somebody churning a milkshake in a coffee cup or whatever? Let's go. The Milky, what do you call it? Milky Ways, the galaxies. They all look like they're churning. So I don't know what's happening, and what's with the black holes. Maybe we'll find out more answers. Okay, that's great. I like that.
The United Kingdom will officially leave the European Union, and the FIFA Women's World Cup will be held in France. The next year in 2020 will probably be quite eventful. The Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia is scheduled to be completed, which will become the new tallest structure in the world
Dude.
at a full kilometer tall.
I don't know about creating such large as skyscrapers. I don't know about that. You know, it almost looks like a needle on it looks so big and so sharp and shit. I don't know. Someday it's gonna fall down, man. Someday it's gonna happen. So you gotta be careful, you know. You need to know what you're building, you know.
Summer Olympics will be held in Tokyo, and Bigelow Aerospace plans on beginning construction of the first ever space hotel that will be able to accommodate 6 very wealthy guests at a time. In 2021, India is expected to launch their first ever manned space mission.
Yeah.
And the following year in 2022, China...
It's my India is like the largest, one of the largest economies. We're trying to be the best. We're trying on every single way possible. Okay, there's some bad image going on nowadays on India, and it's like it's all fucked up. But we're trying our things, and it's also like this targeted hate going on our country and shit. So it's minor problems they make a big deal out of. They target us and shit. There's so many things going on India, but we're trying our best. We're making our move, and we're making big things happen. We're all getting together. We're trying to develop our country as best as possible. It's gonna take some time. It might take 50 years. Who knows? It might take even more than 100 years. But we're gonna get there. Okay, we're on a path. We know what to do. We have the intelligence. We're getting there. So, all the best to India as an Indian. Okay, so let's go.
Plans on constructing their first very own space station. In addition, the FIFA World Cup will be hosted once again in Qatar, and the Winter Olympics will be hosted in Beijing, China. In 2023, the copyrights on the earliest Mickey Mouse cartoons will expire under current U.S. copyright law. But 2024 will be much more eventful. The company SpaceX ostensibly has plans on launching their first rocket carrying cargo to Mars this year in preparation of a future manned mission. At the same time, the International Space Station will probably...
I wonder how that hotel will be like in the space. The 6 wealthiest guests are going to be going there. He mentioned that before in this video, right? So it's somebody told me, I think I could be wrong, but I think it's like $600,000 per one dinner in that one hotel in the space. So we're gonna do some incredible shit in the future, bro. And we might even go beyond our planet, and we might even find another planet that look just like Earth. You know, it's mind-blowing. You know, we don't know. You know, we are definitely progressing towards like futuristic. The one thing we need to be very careful of is the mentality of the public, and the possible danger of a large civilization collapsing, like how the Rome fell, right? The Rome fell due to all the degeneracy and all that shit. We need to find ways to make our society more, morally righteous, more livable, and more peaceful and better for our civilization. We need to head towards the future in a positive aspect. So I don't know how we're going to develop. I guess we're going to develop it based on the events that take place, but things can get really bad, especially the terrorism shit. We need to put an end to terrorism at once, bro. This terrible fucking terrorism. And a lot of people will not blame the Islamists or the Islamic religion, but at some point it's gonna come to that. Okay, it's gonna come to a position where it's all because of Islam and all that. Might need some major conversions taking place. Otherwise, they'll call you a fascist. So it's like you can't do anything. But things are really bad. Things can get really bad, and one of the most fearsome things is terrorism. So I don't know how we're gonna get out of that shit. That shit has been plaguing us since the beginning of time. The fucking terrorist shit. I don't know what to say about that. But let's go.
run out of funding in this year and be decommissioned as a result, although this may be delayed until 2028. Finally this year, the Fehmarn Belt fixed link will be completed, which will provide a direct rail and highway link between northern Germany and Copenhagen in Denmark. In 2025, the Giant Magellan Telescope is scheduled to be completed. It will be the largest observatory in the world at this point and have 10 times the resolution power of the Hubble Space Telescope. In addition, the UK will have completely phased out all of their coal power plants.
Oh shit!
The next year in 2026 will possibly see SpaceX launch the first ever manned mission to Mars if everything goes according to their current schedule.
But we're trying to explore these planets, hoping to find some water and shit like that, hoping to find some, you know, oxygen or some shit. But honestly, it's not planet Earth. It's not gonna be like planet Earth. We're not gonna be comfortable. We probably have to live in a fucking spacesuit for the rest of our lives if we ever migrated to like Mars or Moon or whatever, you know. So it can't be as perfect as Earth, man. So I don't know about that. I don't know. Can we repopulate, like, can we make like dense forests on Mars or some shit? Can we make that? Even then, it's gonna take a long time, and you know, and also like we're not accustomed to other planets and their environments. It's gonna fuck us up, you know. We're on Earth. We need to take care of Earth, and all this, you know, climate change, anti-climate change thing is, it's just not that good. And also like, I don't blame the anti-climate change, you know, people that don't believe in climate change. I don't blame them. The people that maintain this whole climate change thing are like corrupt, greedy, money greedy assholes. So we don't know, you know, climate change is a real thing, and we gotta be careful. We gotta protect our planet. We need to plant more trees. Somebody tell these dumbass climate protesters to start planting trees instead of sitting on a fucking street, ruining people's lives who are going to day-to-day work and to job on the streets and stopping their cars and shit. Somebody tell them idiots something, okay? But perfect way to do the climate, perfect way to save the climate is to plant trees. How about that? Fucking go in groups and start planting trees, bro. Come on.
NASA also has plans to send a manned mission to visit an asteroid this year, and construction on the Catalan Cathedral Sagrada Familia will also be finally completed. Construction on this epic church began all the way back in 1882, which means that it will have taken 144 years to finally complete it this year. In 2027, 10 years from the current year if you are watching the—
And also, like, I gotta tell you this. Stop with the immigration, bro. Stop with this, illegal or legal. It's how much do you want? I know you're getting money off of it. You know, your government is getting money and everything, but still, like, you gotta put an end to this immigration shit. It's gonna cause major demographic change and major problems. It's just not good. It's unhealthy, you know. It's just bad, you know. And it's not like I'm being racist or no problem with migration at all, but you gotta protect your borders to some, you know, especially the illegal shit is going out of hand, and the legal shit is also getting out of hand, if you ask me. It's just, you gotta be very careful. And also, like, the Pakistanis, the Muslim, the Islamic religion is spreading everywhere, and I don't want to hate the Islamic religion. I wish I couldn't hate it, but it's causing like crazy stuff, and you know, possible terrorism and a lot of crazy rapes and, you know, kidnappings and murders and rapists and shit, you know, because of the illegal immigration and all that, you know. It's crazy, bro. You gotta put an end to that shit. It's not good. That's what I'm saying, you know. Just try to understand what I'm saying, you know. Let's go.
This in 2017, the SpaceX crew that launched the year previously will finally arrive at their destination, meaning that we might witness the first ever humans to set foot on Mars this year. Also, the full autopsy report on Elvis Presley, which was agreed to be sealed for 50 years following his death, will finally be made publicly available this year. In 2028, the Summer Olympics will be hosted in Los Angeles, California. At near the end of the decade in 2029, the cities of San Francisco and Los Angeles will be connected by a high-speed rail line that can transport people from one to the other in just 2 hours and 20 minutes. But when the 2030s finally arrive, we'll all be in for a very interesting decade. At some point this decade, NASA plans on launching their own manned mission to Mars. So if SpaceX failed to accomplish this in 2027, then NASA will probably land the first humans on the Red Planet sometime around now. China further has plans on launching their own manned mission to the moon sometime during this decade as well. And Russia has plans on landing their own cosmonauts on the moon in the year 2031. Skipping ahead to 2036, however, and we arrive at perhaps the most ambitious upcoming space project called Breakthrough Starshot. Without going into too much details, the plan should be able to send tiny spacecraft to the Alpha Centauri star system, the nearest other star to Earth.
Dang, son!
A planet inside the system, Proxima Centauri b, is located inside of the habitable zone here and could possibly be home to some form of alien life. When the tiny
and that's the problem. When you find this one planet that can be habitable, there might already be some creatures or some living beings in there. You know, it's ridiculous. And you might now, if you find that planet and you wanna migrate over there, you got new creatures, new beings that might be a threat to us and all that shit. And it could be an invasion from us entering that planet. So it's just not good. You can't find another planet like planet Earth and it can't be empty and, you know, so that you can go in and live there. It's gonna have creatures too and alien beings. So I don't know how it's gonna be there, you know.
Ships are hopefully launched in 2036. They will arrive in the system 20 to 30 years later and can take detailed photographs of this mysterious planet. In 2037, we may see the first summer where there won't be any ice in the Arctic.
Oh shit!
And by 2040, France will have completely banned the sale of all gasoline and diesel vehicles in the country. In 2042, the world population will have probably reached 9 billion people, while Americans of European ancestry will become a minority group inside of the United States for the first time.
I'm sorry. Fuck, man. That's not good. That's not good. I don't know about that, you know. Why so much support for migration? Why do they open the borders so much? I don't know about this. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. I feel bad for, you know, Americans, and they're gonna become a minority. I guess they have a lot of land, and for me, the only reason they would still be like, you know, open for migration and everything, like immigrants and everything, is because they're okay with more immigration. That's the only explanation. It's not like they're frustrated and don't want any more, or it's getting overcrowded or anything. They're okay with more migration because there probably is a lot of land in USA that is completely empty, and there's space for a lot of different types of migrants that can come in there. But that increases the danger as well. But at the same time, that also increases like new areas for different other types of races to exist and coexist. And will they coexist, or will they engage in a war? We don't know. But it's going to be a conflict. There's going to be a problem. But at the same time, you can't just say, we don't want any of them. You can't even say it. So now is the chance to stop everything. But I don't know if you're going to do it or not. I don't think you will listen. And the common man knows how it could be a problem. But the politicians, the assholes, that especially the U.S. politics, the politicians in there, they don't give a fuck about the voters. They just go in like it's some kind of a career thing. They go in, get the votes, and go into fucking fucking court or whatever. What is it? Supreme Court? I don't know what that is. They just go into the politics and they do whatever the fuck they like. You know, they don't fulfill the wishes of the voters that vote them. So it's a recipe for disaster. So it's nobody can stop the migration. Okay.
This year will also probably see the advent of the world's first trillionaire as well. And in 2044, the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, including The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, will enter into the public domain. 2045
I have
is
that
the
book.
estimated year of the technological singularity, according to the famed futurist Ray Kurzweil, meaning that this may be the year where artificial intelligence will surpass human intelligence.
Yeah, we already have AI dominating crystal clear video quality, and AI is now writing fucking scripts. They might have even included some AI models to write some of the movie scripts. Who knows? It's just AI is it's mind blowing. It's doing crazy shit. Some women that are like skimpy and like almost doing exposing, showing their tits or whatever, are being clothed by this new AI model, clothing with new modest dresses, and it's like it's everybody's like making fun of it. Everybody is like laughing with what's happening and shit. So many AI models, it's insane. And the future, and he's talking about 2040s and something in the future. So that time, it's gonna pass human intelligence far ahead, and it's gonna become, I hope it doesn't replace us like the Terminators. I hope not,
which could lead to enormous and unforeseen changes in society. In 2048, the Antarctic Treaty will come up for review, which could lead to mining and oil industries opening up on the continent for the first time. And finally, we will arrive at the year of 2050. By this point, half of the Amazon rainforest will likely be deforested.
Oh shit, no!
About 70% of the world population will be living in cities. About half of the global population may not have access to clean drinking water.
No!
The average global life expectancy may be 76 years old. There will be super smart artificial intelligences that will be even smarter
76
than humans.
Wait, what?
There will be super smart.
The average what?
The average global life expectancy may be 76 years old.
76 is the maximum years old average global life expectancy. I don't know, man. That's like nowadays I don't think people are going past 70 years, if you ask me. So we're already at 76 years old, if you ask. I don't know.
Will be super smart artificial intelligences that will be even smarter than humans.
Oh, God.
Self-driving cars will likely be.
Imagine if there's another Imagine if there's another form of intelligence that can overpower human intelligence. That motherfucker will take over everything and make our life miserable. Even though we're not being bound by shackles and being whipped in the back like slaves, we will be fucking like put down, like looked down upon by some other form of intelligence, and we're going to be treated really badly. So it's all our fault, and it's not like it's completely our fault either, because it's just human tendency to be like this, and it's gonna happen. We can't do anything. What can we do then when we're in that position? What will we do in that future? It depends on those times. So I'm glad that I'm born now and not born in the future, though. This is the peaceful time. Some people say the old days were great. The old days were really complicated and tough. This is the peaceful, the most happiest time of the world that we're living in currently right now. This is the happiest that you can be. This is the most calmest time and the most freedom, the most happiest times that you can live. You can't live in the future, nor you can hope to live in the past. This is the best time to live in. So please understand that. A lot of people are like, modern times suck or some shit. Bro, there's a modern time in the future that will suck 1,000 times harder. Okay, so be grateful for what you have now. And the past sucked because we didn't have, much of intelligence, technology, anything. Okay, now is the time to be happy. Remember that, okay?
Be normal, and a new world of possibly hundreds or even thousands of people will be living and working on Mars.
Really?
There are things to be both afraid of and excited for in the future.
In the Mars?
So let's make sure to work as hard as we can in the present
can they
to
live,
make
though?
our future the best one that we can possibly imagine.
Can we make a living in Mars? I don't know about that.
So this number right
Okay.
here is how much these last few images would have cost if I had bought them from a traditional stock image provider. But thankfully, I get my images and videos from Storyblocks. With a
Oh, okay.
Storyblocks membership, you can download and
Some
use
kinda
as many
advertisement.
images as you want from their
Okay,
enormous
some kinda
library of over
advertisement.
400,000 photos,
the video ended really
vectors,
quickly.
icons, and more. Since I started using Storyblocks for Reallifelore about 2 months ago, I've used 81 different images from their library. And best of all, once you download an image, it's
Cool
yours
shit.
forever, even if you decide to end your membership. Without Storyblocks, it would have cost me $1,175.50 to have used all of these images. But with them, I've only spent $99 so far. There's truly no way that my videos would look as professional as they do without them. So whether you already have a YouTube channel or you're looking to get started with a channel, then Storyblocks will help you out tremendously with your production value. I can genuinely say that it's one of the best purchases that I've ever made since I started Reallifelore, and I've used images from Storyblocks in
Okay,
all
go
of
buy
my
the,
videos
Storyblocks
ever
shit.
since. You can try out Storyblocks and
Alright, nobody cares anymore about Storyblocks, but if you care, go buy it, okay? Alright, so, yeah. But dang, dude, this really fascinated me. This really made me think deeper, and you know, again, I love these videos so much, especially from this channel that I just discovered like a few weeks ago. It's mind-blowing. The content is amazing, okay? Especially the most popular ones. It's mind-blowing, okay? I love this, and can't wait for the next one as well, next most popular thing. So can't wait for that. And yeah, it drove my mind really wild, and so many things are gonna happen in the future. But we, the people that are alive now, we might not live in the future to see all those miracles happen, all those crazy things happen. But it's not like it's gonna be all miracles and all happy things either. You know, life is trash. We all know this. You know, so even when you're living in Mars and going in space and enjoying that beautiful dinner in space with that hotel and everything, you're already losing like hundreds of thousands of dollars to get there. That's another misery. And you're going into fucking Mars. It's not the same as living freely, roaming around on planet Earth. So that's gonna suck. There's so many negatives to everything that we achieve in the future. So, but yet still we're achieving a lot, and it's positive for what they are. So I like it. And also like this growing threat of terrorism, and you know, the problem of Islamic religion. If you're a Muslim, I'm really sorry. Okay, I feel that you're Muslim, and I understand your belief and everything, but you know, there's some growing problem, bro, and it's affecting everything. You know, everything. It's affecting everything. You know, it's just you know, just you know, you can see a lot of you know, news every now and then in America. You know, some girl gets kidnapped, fucking molested, raped and shit, and dumped her body somewhere. And these are like illegal immigrants. You know, they come in and nobody cares about whether they're criminals or anything. This one time I seen a news where the illegal immigrants that came in, the police, the border patrol found a baby dead in the water, and we don't know who that baby is, whose baby it is. There was this one girl with a pregnant stomach, and this girl was so small, like a small child, and she like 6 years old, and she has a pregnant stomach, bro. Like, imagine this kind of shit happens in illegal immigration. And a lot of Islamic shit is, you know, the core of all this too. You know, there just recently in India, I'm an Indian, right? In India, there's this barber that happened to you know, somehow murdered 2 kids of this Hindu family. Just cut their throat slash, or you know, all crazy stuff is happening. There's something wrong with Islamic religion. You know, I don't want to hate on Islamic religion, but there's something wrong with it, and it's a growing problem. If we're able to, you know, just not have the Islamic religion. Just think for a minute. If you don't have Islamic religion, maybe we will live in in a sense of peace. You know, things can go crazy, but we are human beings with common sense. We will be able to keep things in check. Okay, you know, Islamic religion is not the way forward, man. This thing will eat us alive in the future. That's the problem. If you're a Muslim, I feel so bad for you, and I understand your belief, but you have to see all this. You have to admit that there's something wrong, you know. But whatever, you know, I don't want to get into all this politics and shit. But the future looks okay. The future looks okay, and there's some positive things without any negatives that can happen in the future. Especially the Hubble telescope is gonna become a downgraded piece, and the new big things, big telescopes are coming up, and there's a bright future, okay, for a lot of things, and my India as well. So it's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, we can see, you know, we can wait for many more wonders. But another thing that is a problem is the artificial intelligence that might take over. That's another problem. So there's so many problems. It's a mess, but we're heading for a good future. We have to manage. We have to take care of our planet first too, and we have to make sure that life becomes better. And it's all gonna implode anyway. Nothing lasts for too long though. So I don't know. Okay, but this is a good video. So I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'm sorry for that long ass outro that I'm just doing now. So please, if you like this reaction, please subscribe, show me support. I upload once a week, but I upload like 5, 6, 7 videos at once, so that you'll be covered for the rest of the week. Okay, so please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.